On today's show, I'm going to give you 5 under-the-radar Ravens players who made John Harbaugh do this during the Ravens-Colts game this past Thursday, okay? These are what we like to call hidden gems. Now, to be a hidden gem, you can't be a first-round pick. You can't be a second-round pick. You can't be a third-round pick. I'm only talking guys who were picked in the 4th round or, for the most of them, later than that over the last 3 seasons. That's how you qualify to be a hidden gem. Malachi Starks, he's not a hidden gem. Roger Rosengarten, he's not a hidden gem. I'm talking the true sleeper guys who went out and dominated. I need you guys to do something for me, though, okay? Help us beat our likes record. Most likes this month, on August 12th, 356. It's not a bad number whatsoever. Likes on today's show needs to be higher than that, and that's up to you guys. And I got to just remind everybody, okay, the preseason, it is a process, okay? It is a time, not for us to watch our favorite players, but a time for these guys who, like I said off the top, these hidden gem type guys, to make a splash, to make their name known, and to prove to these coaches, hey, look, when we got other people on the other side of the ball wearing different colors, different helmets, I deserve to be on this roster. So that's where, of course, we're going to start with LaJohntay Wester. And I can't not talk about the wide receiver out of Colorado. He stole the show. Absolutely stole the show. He was drafted in the 6th round of this last year's 2025 NFL draft. 5'9", 163 pounds. And yet, of all the rookie wide receivers from week 1 of preseason, guess who was graded the highest? LaJohntay Wester with an 84.1 grade. Every time the ball is in his hands, something special can happen. He shares that same sentiment with Zay Flowers. They're two very, very, very similar type receivers, okay? Every time they get the ball, you feel like they could score. And he showed that on the punt return, right? But it wasn't just what he did in special teams, because he was special on offense as well. Even in the midst of a terrible passing game. Yes, a game through the air that saw 69 total yards. He had 3 targets, 2 receptions, 41 receiving yards. All of those led the team. 104 return yards, 145 total yards. Both of those led the team. And then 1 touchdown, which was tied for first. When it comes to LaJohntay Wester, it is safe to say that that spot is locked up. I was always pretty positive he was going to end up getting a roster spot. But I also said, you know what? If Dayton Wade comes out here and just absolutely blows the top off of this place, then maybe there's some competition there. But guess who was the one that blew the top off? It was LaJohntay Wester. Cannot wait to see a little bit more from him this next season once the regular season kicks in. Make sure you guys join us on Saturday, okay? Because over 80,000 Ravens fans hung out with us for Colts vs. Ravens. It was an absolute blast, and I want you there next time. The way you make sure that happens, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. That way, whenever we go live, you get notified, you can jump in, and we can all watch the game together. Let's talk about an undrafted free agent. How about Jay Higgins, the linebacker out of Iowa? He signed as a UDFA on April 27th, the Sunday after the draft. And the thing with Higgins is I actually had a pretty solid draft grade on him. A lot of people had a draft grade on him. Yet he went undrafted. He played a lot of snaps at Iowa. Got a lot of tackles at Iowa as well. He's a very, very, I don't want to say weathered, but experienced linebacker, I should say. And if you look at the highest graded rookie linebackers across the National Football League, he was graded 2nd, only behind Nick Jackson with Tampa Bay, who was graded a 90. Jay Higgins was graded an 88.2. Again, undrafted. What I love from him, a lot of things, okay? I loved his discipline in zone. And you saw that with the interception that he got, okay? I loved how he was vocal with the defensive line, getting the front set. You saw his experience come out from all the snaps he's taken at Iowa. He had very, very quick reads at the line of scrimmage, and he was ultra physical, okay? He was always there. trying to make a play, trying to make it hit. I think he totaled 3 or 4 tackles, 2 pass deflections, and an interception as well. And when you look at this linebacker room, okay, you kind of got to go deep to find his name. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing for him. Because if he keeps playing well in these preseason games, he's going to get a roster spot, okay? I can promise you that. There's a spot for him on this roster. No, he's not going to take Teddy Buchanan's spot. He's not going to take Trenton Simpson's, Roquan Smith's. But there's a 4th, maybe 5th spot that's all up for grabs. Because I don't know if Jake Hummel's taking it. And if Jay Higgins keeps playing and playing well, that might be his, okay? You tell me, do you think Higgins will make the 53-man roster? Give me a yes or give me a no in the comment section down below. Where do you think the undrafted free agent lands on this roster? Do you think he makes it? Let me know in the comment section. Let's talk about Keaton Mitchell, okay? And I know what you want to say. Joey, we are talking hidden gems. How can he be a hidden gem? Well, guys, I think we forget. He was a UDFA 2 years ago. At this point, for UDFAs, they're usually in their 2nd year selling insurance for Allstate. Not Keaton Mitchell, okay? He stole the show, him and LaJohntay Wester on Thursday night. 9 carries, 68 yards, 7.6 yards a carry, and a touchdown. Had the long run of the night, the great touchdown run of one of the touchdown drives. He was responsible for like 60 of the 75 yards or something like that. It was unbelievable. And it's so great to see just because of the history that he's had since he entered the league, right? Tore his ACL December 18th, 2023 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He was leading the NFL in yards per carry with 8.4 at that point. Then, less than a year later, got activated last season, November 7th, 2024. But he didn't look like himself. He didn't look the same. He didn't look right. He didn't look like he trusted his leg yet. Probably rushed him back a little bit too early, if I'm being honest with you. Well, now that he's fully 100% there, fully 100% healthy, has full 100% trust in himself, he's playing his best ball. He looked great on Thursday. I'm really, really excited to see how he looks on Saturday. Show him some love. If you are a believer in Keaton Mitchell, let me know by liking today's video. Give that thing a thumbs up if you are as pumped as I am about Keaton Mitchell's performance and about his future with the Baltimore Ravens. I'll tell you what has a future with the Baltimore Ravens. I'll tell you what has a future in your closet. This hoodie right here. $34 if you go to chatsports.com/purple hoodie right now. $34. That link's in the comments and description of today's video. You're not going to find a better deal, okay? Officially licensed merch for just $34. Hoodies are not cheap these days, okay? I don't know if you guys have been checking them out online, all the tariffs, all the buzzwords I could say. They make them not $34 anymore. Well, guess what? We got a deal for you. Chatsports.com/purple hoodie. Head there today to get yours and do it quick before they're gone. Let's talk about a name and a guy that not many people probably are very, very cognizant of. Let's talk about CJ Okoye, okay? 6'6", 315 pounds, from Nigeria. He joined the Chargers through the International Pathway Program with the NFL in 2023. Then was cut by the Chargers, and then, of course, has joined the Ravens. And he flashed, okay? He flashed on Thursday night. It surprised me. I think it surprised everybody. Well, it didn't surprise John Harbaugh. He said he's making good use of all that size he has against 6'6", 315 pounds. He has come light years. Guys, Okoye played his first football ever in 2021. That was 4 years ago. 4 years ago. And he's already doing what he was doing. You saw him get that hit on Daniel Jones in the second quarter. He has the chance to make this roster. I really think he does. If he keeps playing the way he played on Thursday throughout the rest of this preseason and training camp, he's got a shot to make it. Because, guys, I'll tell you this much. This defensive line, they're top-heavy, but there's not that much depth. Okay, there's just not. The guy who's 6'6", 315 pounds, and can move like him, he's got a spot in a Zach Orr defense. Speaking of Zach Orr's defense, we're going to round it out with the cornerback position. We're going to talk TJ Tampa, okay? If you remember last season, 4th-round draft pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. He didn't play much last year, if any at all. Okay? And a lot of people were looking at him and sure saying, yeah, he's on the all-name team. TJ Tampa's sick, but can he play? And he showed already that, hey, he's taken a really big jump from year 1 to year 2, which is, I think, what a lot of people look for in these guys. How well do you improve from your rookie year to your second season? 53 coverage snaps against Indianapolis, 5 for 9, 55% completion percentage allowed, only allowed 41 yards, 2 pass breakups, quarterback rating when targeted was 67.3. He was great. He was great. And now this cornerback room has gone through a little bit of attrition over the last, 4 days? Bilal Kone, injured reserve, torn ACL and MCL. Robert Longerbeam, injured reserve. He's dealing with that patella injury. So now there's not as much depth. There's not as much insurance. You need guys like TJ Tampa to step up, and it looks like he's doing it. This is the year that he takes that next step. Now, that next step for Tampa looks different than it does for Nate Wiggins. That next step for Nate Wiggins is go from being a good starter to a great starter. That next step for Tampa is go from being a guy that doesn't play much to being a guy who's a valuable depth piece. That's what I want to see from him in 2025. Because you have Marlon, you have Nate, you have Jair, you have Chidobe Awuzie, and then you get to TJ Tampa. So he's not going to be out there guarding the Jamar Chases, the Justin Jeffersons of the world. He's not even going to be out there every single snap. But when it matters, if there's an injury on the field, can you serve as a valuable depth piece? That's what his role is in 2025. Shout out a player from the game against the Colts in the comment section down below. Get in the comment section. I just shouted out 5 hidden gems. You give me one right now. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, make sure you got me followed on social media, Twitter, Instagram. I am on both platforms. You can find me at Joey Petersen 8. My Twitter's like 40-something followers away from getting to 1,000. Help me out. Help me get to that next milestone. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel.